So, hello everyone! It's a special day. Um, this is episode 7 of my video diary, and it's a very special day for a number of reasons, which I'll explain today. Because it's my birthday. But my birthday, by that I mean my real birthday, is in February. But today is my Francesca birthday. Cheers. It's my birthday because today I have taken the first of my hormone treatments. So I'll drink to that. Very scary, but I'm very, very happy. So cheers, one moment. Marvellous. I'll tell you the whole story about how that all worked out further down the line, but it's been a crazy couple of weeks. And I suppose the title of this episode should be Gender Dysphoria against Gender Euphoria, because I've had both, from some very, very big highs to some very, very low lows, but that's kind of the name of the game at the moment. So let me give an update first of where I am since the last film. We started telling close family and friends about Francesca about 2 weeks ago. We haven't got through everybody yet, but all my lovely family and their lovely partners have been so amazing to both me and to Katie, because obviously it's just as hard for Katie coming to terms with it as it is for me. So we're really trying to do everything as much as we can together and as a team. But it's all gone very, very well, and everyone's been so loving. It's magnificent, and thank you all for that. And gradually, as we extend that circle, let's hope that that continues. My fear is that obviously I will come up across a few stumbling blocks, but that's bound to happen. The most important thing is that I am losing that fear of presenting as my true gender, as Francesca. So the neighbours know, and as well, so I can actually start going out properly. So that's where the week began, or actually about 2 weeks ago, and on the Monday of last week I stopped smoking too. So I'm nearly 2 weeks into quitting smoking, which is great, because if you're on hormones you mustn't smoke. And anyway, I wanted to stop smoking and I wanted to quit it, and I wanted to make sure that I'm feeding this body with goodness and richness and fine Bollinger champagne, of course. But as an adage, I also was back in touch with a most amazing lady this week, and Stephanie, and we exchanged lovely emails. And thank you, Stephanie, for watching all my video diaries, which was amazing. But one thing that she said in our correspondence was, don't forget, Francesca, that we've been running on diesel all our lives, and now we're running on super unleaded fuel with the hormones running through my veins, which is estrogen gel and finasteride. Finasteride commonly is prescribed for men with prostate urinary problems, because it suppresses the testosterone production in the prostate gland, and the estrogen is mostly commonly used for female HRT, postmenopausal patients, or things of that nature. So, stopped smoking, started hormones today, yay! And this is how I got them. If you've been following the story in the previous diaries, you'll see that there was a gender GP has been leading the pathway for me, and there's been some difficulty between my GP and gender GP, and actually who signs the prescription. But my GP has been absolutely amazing, and she has, tried to help as much as possible, and she's going to do as much as she can. But after the waiting, I decided to get the prescription from gender GP, and it arrived within 24 hours, and it's not expensive. I think for 3 months supply, it was including £5.95 delivery, DPD delivery. It was only £47 for 3 months worth. So don't be frightened about the cost if you're going down this pathway and you think that the purchase of the hormones is going to be prohibitively expensive. If you can get your GP to support you with blood tests and just managing the pathway from a medical side, that's magnificent, and that's what my doctor has done. But you can inexpensively get the drugs through Gender GP and Clear Chemist, and they're also legitimate. Don't self-medicate. I really don't think you should self-medicate if you are getting drugs from Thailand or Korea or somewhere like that, because there's absolutely no guarantee that they will be genuine. They're almost certainly likely to be counterfeit and much more expensive. Clear Chemist is UK based, and it's fine if you're thinking of going down this journey. Anyway, so I got them, and then mysteriously, about 10 minutes after the prescription from Clear Chemist was confirmed, I got a phone call from the Gender Identity Clinic, the Portman and Tavistock, which had been previously said would be 2 years before I heard from them. But my dear GP had obviously been rattling their cages. So they've sent advice to my doctor as to how she can or may be able to prescribe for me. So I've started with the same hormones from Gender GP, but it might be that I'll get them on prescription from the NHS. But that's all the detail you need to know about that now. But I've got them and I'm on them. So why did I want to call this Euphoria Dysphoria? Well, on last Sunday we had the most amazingly wonderful day. With my daughter and her partner up in London, and it was Father's Day. So, of course, I went as Francesca, fully dressed with Katie. But then it was the first time I'd, got in the car, driven up to London, and spent the whole day out and about without any fear, and it was absolutely amazing. So yes, so we went up to London, and had the most amazingly lovely day with the picnic in the park and everything else, and it was beautifully sunny, and it was so nice just to see that there were other people or I was normal, and nobody commented, nobody pointed me out, no one even noticed me. I was just mingling in the general public. Lovely. It was just so lovely to see people out after all the lockdown. So that was my euphoric moment, and I came home feeling absolutely brimming with happiness. Then, of course, Monday, for some reason, and I don't know why, I went right the other way. The dysphoria kicked in big time. I was at that point where you say, okay, Francesca, stop this. Throw everything away. You are making an idiot of yourself. Look, this is not a girl's body, and all of the things that dysphoria affects you is just so intense. So that went on Monday and Tuesday, and I started to climb out of it on Wednesday when I heard about the hormones. I think that helped me, but and there's a tendency all the time to ask why is this happening, and try to get to the bottom of it, but you just have to accept that it's going to happen. Everyone says that when you start the hormones, the first 3 months are going to be a complete emotional roller coaster, ups and downs, and you'll cry at anything. So hasn't started yet on day one, but I'm sure that will. But it's worth thinking that not to try and work out the reasons why, because it's going to happen. If you're trying to work out the reasons why, it means you think you can fix it in some way, but you're not going to be able to. It's just the way your body is working. And so, from the great highs of being with my family on Sunday on Father's Day, and I got a bracelet from my lovely Polly, and to actually muttering the words apparently about 100 times, I don't want to be here anymore, on Monday. That was pretty tough, but I'm back, and it's a happy day today, and it's been a lovely sunny week. I've been wearing some beautiful summer dresses, made me very, very happy, and last night we put the band back together. We had band practice on the top lawn, socially distanced, played for 2.5 hours as Francesca, and the band entertained the neighbours in celebration of the cancelled 50th anniversary of Glastonbury Festival. So that was rather fun, and it was a lovely, lovely evening. So I'm going to close now, but with a happy ending. You know, this has been a wonderful journey to get to this point. I now have my summer birthday, like the Queen has 2 birthdays, I do as well. But I'd just like to also read this to you after I've taken another sip of Bollinger. Aren't I naughty this time of the morning? Katie's darling cousin from Northern California, Barbara, sent this to me, and Barbara has been such a help through the whole process for both me and Katie. So I just wanted to read this to you. It says, Francesca, June the 26th, 2020. We are women together and our circle is sacred. Francesca, today you are a symbol of the passage to womanhood that each of us and women of every culture from all over the world experience. We welcome you into the sisterhood and honour your journey into your true authentic self. May you in your own way come to cherish the sacredness of your feminine essence. May the holy source of life wrap Francesca in the mantle of her love and protection. May Francesca be blessed with the power of women's energy, and may we each be blessed with the power of Francesca. Isn't that lovely? Thank you so much. That was so lovely. So on that happy note, thanks for watching again, and love to you all, and thank you so much for all of the wonderful support that you've given me and Katie over the last few months. Oh, and importantly, the coincidence, the synchronicity of the fact that today is my birthday is that it was exactly 1 year ago to the day that Katie found my things under the desk, and this thing all began. So it's kind of appropriate that by coincidence and synchronicity, 1 year on is the day that I took my first hormones. Thank you, whoever designed that one. Love you all. Thank you so much. And we'll be back soon. Love you.